Vincent Thiago?
Sidney. I was 24 when I first met your father in London. I was a moneyless refugee. He needed someone who could speak Turkish.
You were his interpreter.
My friendship with your father was forged in savage and splendid places. Iran, Russia, Lebanon. But because of our work, I made many enemies. It was your father who brought me here. He helped with my visa, my background checks, and citizenship papers. I worked alongside him for 6 years as a linguist in Washington. Then he was taken from us.
You mean he was murdered?
I fear your father was assassinated to protect the secret.
What secret? Does it have to do with Jacqueline Bradford? Archive 6?
Let's get some air. When your father conceived of the Atwater Protocol, Bradford was his most stalwart supporter. They both understood that while the program was unorthodox and gruesome, it promised to snuff out the evils of humanity. In your father's heart, it was a weapon of last resort, a way to surgically remove imminent threats. Bradford saw something else. She saw an opportunity to brazenly eradicate enemies around the world without a modicum of oversight, and she took it. She went so far as to eliminate many of her own operatives in an effort to keep the program secret. But your father came to harbor profound ethical misgivings. He felt deeply betrayed and wanted to expose this abuse, but lacked proof, so he began to collect intel from these targeted executions, many of which were disguised as accidents. He suspected Bradford was targeting political enemies, even profiting from those kills. Your father gave me what little research he'd collected and said that if anything were to happen to him, I was to go to the authorities. I thought he was being paranoid. A week later, he was killed in Afghanistan. I prayed it was an ambush like they said. But when I saw Bradford eulogizing your father in public, praising the man she came to loathe, I knew it was a lie. I told your mother the truth, but she was afraid of Bradford and told me to walk away. Let her daughters live in peace. Let their father be remembered as a hero. And so I did.
But you were also in danger.
So I vanished. Erased myself. For almost 20 years, I've hidden from the truth. I've long dreamed of exposing Bradford to vindicate your father, who I love dearly. But all I have are pieces. No proof.
What if there is proof? The asset that I told you about, Hartman, he breached the server at Langley. Access to a file called Archive 6. It verifies everything that you've said. Bradford's kill order, her assets, the dark money she uses for her operations.
You can expose the program. Bring justice to Bradford.
It's not that simple. My father is proof of how far Bradford will go to keep her secret.
Is it a risk? Yes.
But the safer play is to use this evidence to stay alive, vanish while I still can.
I vanished. I stayed silent, and I regret that decision to this day. But you have something that I didn't. Proof. You have a chance to change things. Finish what your father started. You can make this right.